Hey everyone, it is Habetler here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing LR Turles coming to the game. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always a shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. So yeah, here he comes, LR Turles' Army. Yeah, this was a very surprising LR. It wasn't surprising that we were getting a 130% LR because that's the common thing now, right? With a Dokkan Festival banner, there's going to be an LR banner. But I wasn't even thinking a Turles, right? You know, there's a lot of other options to coincide with a, with a Frieza, right? But this is pretty random. But it looks like a really good unit. So let's go ahead and break it down here. Let's first and foremost look at the card art. And yeah, I love the card art. The card art looks amazing. You got the SSR to the left hand side and then TURs to the right hand side. You got the Tree of Might kind of hidden in the background there, and you gotta love the Turles colors with the purple and reds. Yeah, I really dig the card art. I don't have the super attack being shown here, but man, the super attack is amazing as well. And yeah, I really dig it. Now here's kind of a cool thing with this unit, right? So we're gonna jump into this real quick, and this is the Turles Army LR. I like the card art here, but I don't know, it's a little busy, right? It's a little busy. I really like, these two actually better. But here's the thing: since this is Turles Army, the TUR is actually usable. So we're actually gonna talk a little bit about the TUR as well. So let's go ahead and break down the LR first. And this is the greatest destroyers of the universe, Turles Army. This is an extreme strength type, which actually finishes out the 130% type advantage for strength, because this would be our fourth 130% LR, because we had LR UI Goku, we have LR Full Power Frieza, then we also have LR Trunks Mai, and this will basically finish it out. So AGL and strength are both completed in their 130%. There's 4 on each. So it's going to leave int, tech, and physical for the remainder. So going to be interesting to see what those units actually are going to be in the future. But this is going to be the Terrifying Conquerors category lead, 130% lead, key plus 4, 130% across the board. And you have extreme strength, key plus 4, 100% across the board as a secondary leader skill. So your common 130, 100 for 130 LRs. Now let's look at the super attack here. The super attack is the Calamity Blaster, which is the 12 key, which causes colossal damage to the enemy, and with a medium chance of stunning the enemy. Now the 30% chance here and the stunning is very important, because the more you stun enemies, the more powerful this unit becomes. The 18 key is the Crusher Genocide. It's the raises attack for 1 turn, which is a 30% increase in the SA multiplier, and then causes mega colossal damage to the enemy with a high chance, which is a 50% chance of stunning the enemy. So really nice there. Either super attack will be able to stun the enemy, so that's going to be really good for Super Battle Road. This is kind of really built really well for Super Battle Road. So the passive skill here is the Super Combat Group, and it's really good. First and foremost, attack and defense 130% right off the bat, which is solid. No getting hit or having to wait for the boost there. It's right there, 130% right off the bat. But there is an additional boost. Terrifying Conqueror category allies, key plus 3, attack and defense 30%. Might as well have this 160%, right? Because it's going to buff, if you're going to run this as the leader, pretty much 60%, plus another 3 if you're running in the rotation. That's really ridiculous. Now, if your enemy is stunned, this is where I was saying that stunning enemy is important with this unit here. If the enemy is stunned, you're going to get a +6 to key, and then attacks effectives against all types, which is really strong. And then if you hit 24 key, you're going to have attacks effectives against all types with a high chance, which is 50% chance of launching an additional super attack. Yeah, at max key, 24 key, you can just do some ridiculous damage with that additional attack there. and you have the Gogeta dynamic, right? You have the Gogeta effect, attacks effective against all types. That is really, really strong. This passive skill, they did a really good job here, and I can't wait to possibly run this unit. We'll see what happens. The active skill is interesting as well. This is the Fruit of the Tree of Might. It provides you 24 ki right off the bat. So if you if your HP is under 60% or less, you're able to go ahead and activate this and get that 24 ki and get this attack effective against all types, plus that additional super attack. I wish I would have provided maybe just a little bit of attack. I guess you don't need it because this is just getting ridiculous, right? But like 25% or even 20% could even do a little bit extra damage, right? So you can do this when your HP is 60% or less, or the 8th turn, which is kind of strange because 8 turns is quite a bit. But you can do this twice. So this is really nice that you can do it twice. If your HP is under 60%, you can just get 24 ki and then 24 ki again, and probably pretty much wreck whatever enemy that you are combating against. So so solid development here. Whoever created this and did work over at Kotsky Bandai, I say cheers to you. Good job on developing this unit. Now the Link skills are as good. Brutal Beatdown, Prepare for Battle, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Destroyer of the Universe, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. That is really strong. Yeah. Just keep on thinking this unit is just gets better and better and better. And the nice thing is also this category, there's 4 categories. It's not like only 2 like Nappa and Vegeta and things of that nature. There's 4, which isn't very good, but still it's working with movie bosses, joint forces, terrifying conquerors, and final trump cards. So I'm very happy about that. And then the stats are solid. 23,000 HP, really good. Over 20,000 in attack, and then 13,700 on defense. Once again, very good. 130% LR. So this would be the last strength one. Can't wait for the other type advantages to get their due. So remember, there should be 4 on each type advantages for these LR. So we're probably getting a bunch coming out really soon. So anyway, now let's talk about the additional dynamic to this LR coming out, and that's the TUR. The TUR is, yes, usable because this is Turles Army, and this right here is just Turles. And is definitely usable because the super attack here causes supreme damage to the enemy with a medium chance of stunning the enemy, which is at 30%. You're getting an attack and defense 100%, which is really solid. And then it still supports Terrifying Conqueror allies key +3 attack and defense 20%, which is good enough, really good. Plus an additional +30 key effective against all types with the enemy stun. So once again, this is a stunner unit here, only at 30%. You don't get that 50%, but you still get this additional buff here. Really good. Link skills are pretty much the same except for legendary power. So guess what? You link this unit up with the Turles Army, you're gonna get 6 connected link skills. And with Big Bad Bosses being here, oh my goodness, this is this combination is going to be really fun. The problem is the categories, you're only having 2 categories versus the 4, so you lose joint forces and final trump card, and then the stats really isn't all that great. So this is more of a support unit, but still having pretty decent attack and defense at 100%. Now, the question really is, does this replace AGL Turles? I don't really think it does, because AGL Turles has its own place because it's it's really designed to buff the attack for all allies, and it's at a 40% versus a 20% here. But this is 20% to attack and defense. So if you're running Terrifying Conquerors and you need a little bit more defense and a little bit of attack and key, then you're gonna run the Strength Turles. The AGL Turles, it's probably just for Dokkan events. If you're doing like want to run top end damage, things of that nature, Turles is still up there when it comes to his ability there as a support. So not a full replacement, but now you do have an option to run Strength Turles or AGL Turles. So very good there. Now let's go ahead and talk about teams. I only just want to focus on one team. I'm not going to do a full breakdown here with a multitude of different teams, which really isn't that many. But if you're going to be running a team, you're going to be running Terrifying Conquerors, and you're going to run Strength Cooler. Strength Cooler is already a ridiculous unit. Now you're just going to make him better with this Turles on the team, because yes, he's also Terrifying Conquerors, and you're going to buff the Cooler, And Cooler has its own buff, right? With transformation boost if you're fighting one enemy, but then you're going to get a crazy 50% boost to attack and defense when you're facing 2 enemies more. That's why we're saying this is going to be fantastic for Super Battle Road, because it's just it's going to be very interesting. So so you have, you know, a passive support right here, passive support, passive support, passive support, right? So super strong there. Then you can also run LR full power Frieza, Terrifying Conquerors, and then you have the brand new, actually, who's this over here? It's a Cooler hiding over here. What's going on there? You have the brand new upcoming EZA LR First Form Frieza. Now, we don't know what's going on with this unit yet, but I'm just going to put him in here because you can see this unit becomes, or this team becomes really ridiculous. Then you can actually add Final Form Frieza on here as well, and run a full strength team. So yeah, imagine that on a extreme strength Super Battle Road run. I think it would be pretty easy. They're stunning a bunch of people. Your damage is just through the roof. Yeah, seems like a really good time. So on top of that, you do have some options if you don't want to run a full strength team. One great option is this unit right here, because this Golden Frieza actually has a very good ability to stun a lot of different enemies. So so that's actually a really positive unit, and you know, maybe even optimal unit to run with these Turleses here, because you want, once again, more stunning ability. Now you can run any Golden Frieza, of course, that's going to work out well. The 3 other summonable LRs they can run on here would be the once again for Terrifying Conquerors, because yes, you can run transformation boost with Cooler, but focusing on Terrifying Conquerors, you can run the Bojack, the Super Baby, and then the Vegeta and Nappa. And then boy, when this guy right here EZAs, I don't know what we're gonna do with this guy, right? This Cooler, when he EZAs, is just gonna be crazy. So can't wait for that. He's already a great unit. He's aged very well, but imagine this unit on this team as a Terrifying Conqueror doing multiple super attacks and etc. Yeah, very strong. You can also get, if you want more support, here you go. Add a Metal Cooler to this. You have support, and yeah, just buff everything up. And this unit here actually is really good, because if you have Terrifying Conquerors, then this unit actually is buffed up really well. So anyway, those are kind of your options for Terrifying Conquerors. But if you want to run the Turles as a leader, as a 130% leader, you can, and that way you can actually bring the hits on the team, because he doesn't fit over here at Terrifying Conquerors or Transformation Boost, and then you have a 150% support unit on here as well. So, but generally speaking, if you have a Cooler, you're going to run Cooler on here, but so I probably should have replaced Cooler with someone else. But anyway, yeah, a lot of great options. This team is going to be amazing, and like I said, cheers to the developer who created this Turles. Very good LR, and it has its place, right? Seems like it is a Super Battle Road type unit, and will help that out tremendously. So anyway, love this unit, love the TUR and SSR card art, probably the best out of all of it. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.